Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined here in London by Desert Storm, Tim Bradley.
What's up,
Thank
man?
you for stepping in London. It's always nice to have a boxing legend here.
Love, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I love the London. I love London. I love the British fans, man. Absolutely. What's happening?
Not much. Well, I say not much. Everything's going on. Shields Marshall, Maya Baumgardner. Probably the hardest question I'll have to ask you. Which fight out of these two are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking for the both, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not one that I can pick and say, oh, I'm looking forward to this one over that one. Looking forward to both. I think these are great quality fights, not for just for the fans, for legacy as well, for all these fighters that's involved. I love the fact that it's an all-female card. I think that's a fantastic new level in female boxing. I don't think we've seen this in the recent years. This is the first time in recent years all-female card. So it's great, man. Is it the biggest fight or the biggest fight in women's boxing? I don't think so. I don't think either of these fights are the biggest fight in boxing, but ever. But I'm just saying, right now, I think it's a fantastic event, man, for female boxing.
Yeah, obviously, time moves so quickly. Is it ever something you could have envisioned, an all-female card?
Nah, no, absolutely not. I mean, 15 years ago, women's boxing was it wasn't even really heard of, bro. It just wasn't.
The standards upped itself as well.
It just wasn't, man. I mean, you know, when you look at females, most of the time, you think about like they should be in the kitchen, or they should be doing modeling, or they should be doing something other than boxing. You don't see female. You know, it's not. It's like, I don't know. It's different. It's an anomaly, man. Having these females get in the ring and slugging it out, man. But it's a real thing, man. It's, you know, if you can have, just put it this way, if you can have females going into the military, we should be able to have females being able to do anything. If they going to go fight for the country, females can do it all. Females play football, whatever it is. You know, if you man enough, or if you tough enough, or you have the courage to do it, why not? Get in there and do it.
Let's talk about Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. It's kind of billed as a boxer versus a puncher, but it is so much more than that, because both girls have so much more than just a punch and boxing ability.
Yeah, Savannah Marshall is smooth, very fluent, fluent with her offense, free flowing. That's dangerous. That's dangerous, man. She's like water, man. She can adapt. She's like a snake in there. She can adapt, man. She can curl up. She can crawl up the wall. I mean, there's a lot she can do inside the ring, man. And, you know, she has good footwork. She knows how to maintain distance. She's big inside. She's strong. She can punch. Has a great jab, great timing. And timing is one of those things that can beat speed. That's what you have on the other side. You have a superior IQ. And Clarissa Shields, you have a female that understands positioning, understands distance as herself, throws punches and bunches and combination and volume. You know, on top of that, she's sharp. She's like a knife. She cuts you up, chop you up. She take your best weapons away from you, you know, and just leave you in a corner, just, you know, basically with your cup on, and you don't know what to do. You know, you come out, you say, damn, how do I beat this girl? You know, she's dominated every fighter she's been in the ring with, every female she's been in the ring with. So, it's a great style matchup, man. I'm just curious to see, man. I think the corners could have a little bit to do with this fight. It's going to be really important for these girls to be able to make adjustments on the fly as the fight's going on. At the end of the day, dude, like, look, it takes one punch to end the night. You know, Marshall has that puncher's chance. You know, Clarissa definitely has that boxer. She can box. Yeah.
You've been in all types of fights. When it's an emotional one, there's a little bit of need or a little bit of ill feeling. How important is it to kind of take that away? Because I suppose it burns up energy, and you can end up kind of losing your game plan, I guess, and kind of going back to something that you're not.
Yeah, but I think, I think Clarissa has enough experience to know how to turn it on and turn it off. She knows how to turn it off. You know, like when the lights are on and the camera's on, and you know, attention get flirt. You know, Savannah gets talking and get, you know, hyped up. She does it too. But then when she's alone and she's by herself, she's calm, cool, and collected. You know, I'm not worried about her burning up with energy and all that. You know, you got to understand that like fights like this, it heightens your focus. You know, big fights like this. Carissa Shields can't afford to lose this fight. She can't afford to lose this fight. Savannah Marshall, I don't know what Savannah Marshall had planned. I haven't talked to her yet. I don't know what her ultimate goal is. But when you have you have somebody calling himself the GOAT, the greatest woman of all times, there's a lot of pressure that comes along with that. But there's also a lot of focus, a lot of dedication, a lot of desire goes along with that. And she knows she can't lose this fight. So she's gonna be an ultimate competitor, man, coming Saturday night. She gonna be a beast.
Let's talk about Alicia and Michaela. I suppose build in sort of the same manner, because we saw Alicia come to these shores and put on that destructive performance against Terry Harper, and we know Michaela's boxing ability is, well, it's top tier, it's elite. But what a great fight that is as well, and to be chief support, it's pretty unbelievable actually.
Yeah, I think Michaela has grown. I think she's grown tremendously in her skill set. I think she's probably one of the most well-rounded female fighters on the planet. I think she has a lot of great qualities. Excuse me. She has a great team. She has a great team around her. She has like 3 coaches that are head trainers, literally head trainers of the fighters, top fighters out there. So, you know, she has a lot of experience in her corner. She has a ton of ability, a ton of craft. I think that could be the difference. Alicia Baumgardner, the thing that makes her tricky is that she's an athlete. She's one hell of an athlete, and she can create things. She can create things with her legs, with her feet. She's gonna have to, because one thing, she's not gonna be able to outwork. She's not gonna be able to work Michaela Mayer. She's gonna have to set a trap, catch. She's gonna have to catch. I got sidetracked. My bad. She's gonna have to catch Mayer slipping with something, hurt her, and then try to take over the fight that way. She's gonna have to hurt her that way. She's gonna have to put some heat on her behind.
It's an interesting dynamic when you talk about how many people in Michaela's team could be kind of considered head trainers. We hear a lot about if there's too much noise in the corner, too many voices. Well, just kind of talk to you about that sort of dynamic and how I suppose that would work for a fighter.
You got to figure that out before you even get into fights like this. They've already done it many times. You don't have like
just cohesion, I suppose.
No, you just have 3 different eyes in the corner. But see, the thing is that these guys, they've been together this whole entire time. It's not like it's just like new. So everybody respects one another, and only one person talk at a time. It's not like 2 people. They have a system. You know, Al is the main guy. Al Mitchell is the main guy. So he's the one that was speaking to her and telling her what she needs to know at the end of the day. And if they see anything during the round, they'll probably be conversing with one another. Hey, she gonna have to do this. Hey, she gonna have to do that. So they have a great team, man. Great chemistry. I don't really worry about that when it comes to Michaela.
2 fantastic fights, and cannot wait for Saturday night. I do have to ask you about the big news in this country at the moment. Tyson Fury's put the offer forward to Anthony Joshua. Just before we talk about that, I heard you in some other interviews saying let's go. Before we talk about that, quick one on the events in Saudi Arabia and Joshua's performance and kind of the outburst, we'll call it, after the fight.
Man, look, check this out. Have you ever done everything right? Have you ever done something in your life? And I'm talking to the fans out there. I'm talking to you. You put your all into this. You put your all into what you do right now, man. And you trying to become the best at it, best ever, you know. And you come up short, bro. Do you know what that do to you psychologically? Bro, I went to bed early. I trained harder than ever before. I got a new trainer. You got to understand all the things he did, and it still wasn't good enough. That's hard, man. So the way he reacted after the fight, yes, that probably was immature. But how did he handle it afterwards? You know, we human, man. We make mistakes. We all make mistakes, you know. And in the heat of the moment, that's the way he felt like he reacted. You know what I mean? We don't always react the right way, you know. But how you handled it afterwards, how you apologized and said you're sorry the way you was acted. Hey, I respect that. That's a man. That's a man, in my opinion, at the end of the day. So everybody don't react to defeat the same way. Remember that. Everybody's not like you. All right? Yep.
You say he's a man. I heard you say in some other interviews, well, if you're a man, this Tyson Fury fight is there. Take it. 60-40 split. Let's do it.
Take it. Take it, baby. Take the fight. Come on, man. It's there. You know? Look, at the end of the day, man, where else you going to go? What else you gonna do? You get a shot at another title. This is the biggest fight probably in the history of Great Britain, with two heavyweights, top heavyweights out there. Because you're still a top heavyweight, even though you lost to Usyk. You're still up there. You still can fight. You still showed the hunger. You still showed the passion that you need to show, you know. And I'm talking to you, AJ. Get your butt back in the gym, man, and start getting ready for Tyson Fury, bro. Set your plan and get ready for that. It's a great opportunity for you, man, and you just never know. You never know, man. It might not, you know, Tyson Fury always come on deck, but you just never know, man. Something can happen during the course of a fight that gives you an advantage. You just never know. Get your butt in there and test yourself, man, against Tyson Fury, the best heavyweight right now in this generation. So that's what I think, man.
Yeah, my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.